The third and final day of competition continues on here in the heart of the Rockies. It's X Games Aspen 2026, driven by Jeep, as we get ready to bring you Stake Women's Ski Big Air. Hello, everyone, and welcome inside the confines of our warm, cozy booth. Inside, I'm Jimmy Coleman. That's Maggie Voisin right there. We got James Woods out in the field. And, well, we were scheduled to do this yesterday. We had a lot of heavy snowfall come in, and then that was causing some speed conditions and some visibility issues. So they elected to not do it. And here we are on the schedule. We're going to try to get this done today. We're
going to try and do it. Yep. No, the snow is still pressing on, but these women, they are going to give it all they have, even under these tough conditions.
Well, let's talk about our start list here. We are actually down to 6 in the lineup here. There were 8, but we had some injuries and another drop there. So we're down to 6. So you got a couple of returning gold medalists in here, Mathilde Grimal and Megan Oldham. But how about Kirsty Muir coming off of a big gold medal performance in slopestyle today?
Yeah, this morning. I mean, these women, most of them were out in the field competing in slopestyle. Quick turnaround, few hours to recover, get ready, and now they're back out there ready to get this big air going.
Well, quick turnaround, and also the weather has turned around. It was bluebird skies earlier.
Beautiful.
It started snowing a little bit when they were doing snowboard knuckle huck, and then all of a sudden, right before we came on air, it kicked up and the wind picked up. And I mean, you're looking at a live shot right there. That's the visibility. So that's an issue. Obviously, the snow with the speed, but when you can't see and you're sending yourself down this mountain to try to hit the last jump of the slope style course, that is a 70+ foot gap from the lip to the roller.
It is no joke. Yeah, oh my goodness, it's worse out there than I had anticipated. But once again, I think it's really important to highlight that X Games gives these women the option. It is up to them if they want this event to run, and like we mentioned yesterday, they didn't want it. Today they want it, and they're willing to take it, or, you know, to give it all they have in this condition. So
yeah, apparently they had a meeting right before we came on air, and they were deciding yay or nay, and we got the call right as we were doing our open that, hey, this is on, it's going to happen. So here we go. We started off with an X Games rookie. However, she's no rookie to the medal. She walked away with a silver in slopestyle today. It's Naomi Ernest.
Yeah, starting us off with the 360. So there you go. This is big air. 360s are not your classic trick that you usually see. So it seems like maybe she was a little uncertain of the speed. I mean, we're talking about it. I mean, look at these conditions. It's also when it's flat light like this, pardon me, it's hard to know what's the sky, what's the snow. It makes it really challenging.
Yeah, it all just kind of blends together, and you see those blue dye lines that they put on the edges of the jumps right there, but it all just kind of gets wiped away here with the snow continuing to fall as we get set to take our first look at Russia's Anastasia Tatalina.
She's no stranger to the X Games podium.
Nope, silver in 2024 in big air.
Haven't seen her in a few years, but so good to have her back. Looks like she's just kind of taking her time.
Yeah, she knows that she's got the green light to go, but obviously just waiting for that wind to die down just a little bit. Just pick your moment before you send yourself.
And we did have a moment there looking at the flag. So that flag is a good indicator. You can look and be like, okay, it looks like the flag's not moving as much right now. That means the wind's not as strong on the jump. Let's see what she has for us. Starting us off with a big cork 9 tail. Hey, just saying, hey, I'm out here. I know Anastasia has the triple cork, man, my mind. Day 3, the double cork 1440. But once again, with these tricky conditions, I'm not sure that we're entirely going to see those big rotations from these women.
Well, the other thing, too, is self-preservation here today, but also with the Olympics looming right around the corner, it's like, what does that do to your headspace?
Absolutely. I mean, the Olympics are in 2 weeks, you know?
It's going to put it first with the 77 there. Yeah, go ahead and finish your point.
No, you're good. No, the Olympics are in 2 weeks. They absolutely, I mean, it's the X Games. They want to put it all out there, but still at the same time, it's being smart, it's being safe and responsible. But here we have our gold medalist from this morning, Kirsty Muir, coming in hot. She's hungry. Yeah, I feel like she's going to give us a double.
I don't think she's going to hold back one bit compared to how she was speaking yesterday in the athlete meeting.
Whoa. 1440. No problem.
She's picking up off that energy from earlier today. When they had the meeting yesterday, she was one of the ones that was like, hey, come on, let's go ahead and do this. Yeah. But it's democracy. It was the majority vote that said, no, let's hold off.
And I think, yeah, right there, look at that 1440, not holding on to the safety quite as long as she probably wanted to, but still getting it for a moment. I mean, and just showing us the consistency she has in this big trick. I mean, that's what's so impressive. Put it down in her slopestyle run like it was nothing. And I think also with the weather, it's just showing the confidence that she has too. She's not afraid to do it with this weather.
That's a huge score there to start it off, 89.33, especially in these conditions. That gold medal she earned in slopestyle today, that's her third total X Games medal overall. You see that clock there next to the names on the top of the leaderboard. That is the jam session. There's no predetermined amount of runs. It's a jam session clock. They run in order, so with only 6 of them in the lineup, we may get some bonus runs here in stake women's ski big air.
Absolutely.
Annie Karava, she started off the weekend with a bang. She got another medal to her name. She ended up with a bronze in knuckle huck on Friday.
Coming in. Oh, big 720. Ooh, maybe going a little bit bigger on that than she had intended. Ooh.
That was a good save. I thought she was going straight into that snow fence, but just slowing herself down. I mean, look at the accumulation on the Jeep right there. I mean, that just shows you how much the conditions have deteriorated in the last 15 minutes or so.
Absolutely, and what's hard here is like you do one jump and you get back to the top and the speed could be totally different. So that factor doesn't only play, you know, physically, but mentally that's like you're trying to juggle all these things that are out of your control.
Well, there's also the fatigue because now you've got 2 less athletes in the lineup as well, so your runs come up a lot quicker.
Yeah, that's also a really great point, Jimmy.
I mean, we're not even a quarter of the way through this thing. We're just past the 4-minute mark and counting down. So your slopestyle gold medalist sitting in the top spot right now with an 89.33. However, the next 2 that we're going to see in the lineup, very accomplished when it comes to big air. They both happen to have a couple of gold medals. This is Mathilde Grimald. She owns 3 golds when it comes to big air at the X Games.
Let's see. Yes! Going for the nose butter!
She's
1260! I wasn't sure if Mathilde was feeling this trick today, especially with the conditions. But, you know, Mathilde, she came out, got bronze this morning, and landed on the podium. But I know
she wanted more than that.
She wanted more than that.
It just wasn't working out.
It's Mathilde. Mathilde always goes for gold. We talked in the athlete lounge this afternoon, and she wasn't entirely sure if she wanted this trick, even though it's her signature. Oh, I'm so stoked to see her put it out, or put it down right now in these tricky conditions. Bam. And she is the only woman in the field doing a nose butter.
So working off of a 100-point scale out here, what is this going to be? We're to the 90s at 94.66.
Yes.
I mean, she medaled earlier today. We're not downplaying that, but that 80, she wanted more, and she just wasn't able to bump up after that first run. So puts herself in the top spot. That is huge. I can't even describe to you how difficult that is with the weather, the snow, the visibility, the speed, and the wind. That was monstrous.
All the things. Oh, Megan Oldham also having such amazing runs, but just wasn't quite able to put it together in slopestyle. But going big with her signature dub 10. Easy. Plenty of speed, but once again, we're just talking about the factors of visibility, knowing you are, especially when you're doing these bigger rotations, you want to know where you are in the air, and when you see the sky also looks like the landing, it can throw you off sometimes. But no problem right there with the dub 10 for Megan.
She owns 4 total medals in this event, 2 silver and 2 of them gold. She was on the outside of the podium looking at a little bit of frustration there from that slopestyle competition earlier today. So that'll put her to the medals here in stake. Women's ski big air with an 84.66. So it's Grimald, Muir, and Oldham, you're 1, 2, 3, but lots of time left. We're not even to the halfway point here, so we go back up to the top of the order and do it all over again. Can't stress this enough. Comes in as an X Games rookie. She started the competition in slopestyle earlier today, and then finds herself standing on the stage with a slopestyle silver medal when it's all said and done.
I mean, that's the best feeling ever, and I think going into this big air with the conditions, you know, it's just all about, there's nothing to lose, you know. Playing it safe right there with the 720 again. Yeah, and I think once again, just speaking to that, we saw Naomi do the dub 10 in the slopestyle run on that bottom jump, but if she's not feeling the conditions, the weather, like that is so totally understandable, and so much respect to just keeping it safe, making sure that she's healthy going into her first Olympics.
She is qualified for the Olympics, and after you already went into slopestyle this morning when the conditions were way better, almost perfect, and you walked out here with the silver, like, why risk it?
Yeah, no,
and she just started competing on the World Cup Series full time.
Yeah, this is her first
for this season, and she's already made 3 early season podiums.
Yeah, it's so true.
What a start for her.
Okay, Anastasia back at the top. We saw the cork 9. I have a feeling we might see the dub 12 out of her right here. And maybe that cork 9 was kind of the setup, and then she knows she has the speed. But she's looking at that flag, you can tell.
Look at the snow fence right there, just to the right of the stake banners.
Blowing.
Those things are flopping around all over the place. That gives you an idea of how bad the wind is right now. It'll kind of die down for a little bit. The problem is it's the gust. At least when it's steady, you can kind of gauge that. But when it kind of dies off and then it gusts up a little bit, that's what can really...
And you don't know when that's coming.
Exactly. That can really cause you issues.
All right, Anastasia. Let's see what that wind up. Yep. 1260 mute.
Whoa, I thought she was going to lose it on that one. She get a little crossed up on the landing, but she hangs on. Wow, that was scary.
Way to go for it, though. Once again, I know she was really waiting for that flag to be perfect. Went for it, got it. Yeah, so that was the double cork 1260. So we're talking about 3.5 rotations and 2 flips. And she does it so well with that mute grab. Love to see it. And you could see maybe didn't quite have the full set, so kind of grabbed her knees at the end and got a little wide on her stance, but held it together.
So she does improve the score, but not the placing. So you need better than 84.66 to jump in the medal. So she had a 77 the first time around, so up in the ante, but not enough to jump into the medals. Lots of time left, though. We were just now creeping towards the halfway mark. 10:49 and counting down left to go here in stake. Women's ski, big air. Your slopestyle gold medalist.
Kirsty, Kurt Skirt, as we call her.
I loved Woodsy's interview with her earlier today, from Aberdeen to Aspen.
Yeah, Kirsty grew up riding the dry slopes, which is so impressive. Are we gonna see the 12? Oh my gosh, 1620. I know I said, are we gonna see the 12, and I meant 1620. Oh my goodness, Kirsty. This weather is not stopping her. She is on fire. So 1620, that is 4.5 rotations, 2 flips. Here you have it. Reaching down for the grab, twisting up, wrapping it to switch. So starting off forward and then landing backwards. There's that grab. Spinning it around all the way to switch. Bam, stomped.
It was crazy. Look at the reaction there in the athlete lounge. They're loving it down there. What's this gonna be? She had an 89.33. It's got her at silver. Mathilde Grimont put up a pretty good score. She's into the 90s, but it's not gonna be enough to overtake Mathilde right now.
I have to say, so obviously that is less, or Mathilde has been doing less rotations than Kirsty in her spins, but the technicality of the nose butter, Mathilde is the only woman in the field doing that trick. And I think, and let alone doing a nose butter, but nose butter double cork. So I think the judges are rewarding Mathilde for that. But here we have Annie coming in. She's gonna give us another beautiful 7. Yeah, I know Annie has an incredible double cork 1080, but the speed there, you wouldn't, you know, I think she made the right call to not give it a go.
Well, you could just see when she landed, she caught the last bit of the knuckle right there.
Exactly.
A little bit of a deck check, as I like to call it.
And once again, let's talk about her 720 on her first hit. She went massive. I think she went bigger than she thought. So let's talk about that inconsistency with the conditions. I feel like she went straight like she did last time and then, you know, barely made it over the knuckle. So that just goes to show kind of the difficulty and, like you said, those wind gusts that come in that are just so unpredictable.
There's so many variables at stake right now, and it's their last event of the weekend. So and again, to tell the tale of what we went through yesterday, it was on, then it wasn't, then they had to vote on it, and then they took a second vote, and then they were told that they weren't even sure they could get it rescheduled for the rest of the weekend. And then this morning it was like, hey, we're going to do this today.
Yeah, kudos to X Games for making that happen for these ladies.
Yeah, 100% for everybody to get together and put their heads together and say, hey, let's find a space to do this. We take our second. Oh, Mathilde.
Going way bigger than she thought on that one. So
I think she's pretty content with that 94.66 right now.
I was just going to say that, Jimmy. I mean, once again, in these conditions, why risk it? You have the highest score of a 94.66, and clearly Kirsty's 1620 didn't beat it. I mean, maybe she'll go for something different if Kirsty bumps up, but until then, Mathilde might be like, I'm playing it safe. And
kind of what I was thinking. Look at that 94.66 and saying, you know what, let's just hold on to that. Let's save a little, let's put a little reserve in the tank in case I need that towards the end of this.
I also want to talk, like, a lot of these ladies out here, they have switch doubles as well, but I just don't think the speed is there for them riding and switch to this jump. Mathilde was one of the first women ever to do the 1440, or the switch 1440, sorry, and I know she has that on lock, but I doubt we'll see it today once again just because of the conditions. Meg coming in. There's her 1260 with the mute grab. She is so, I love it. She's so small but mighty and always goes massive to the bottom of the landing on that trick. Camaraderie between the two at the bottom. Winding up 3.5 rotations, 2 flips with that Bobby Brown style mute grab. Spotting the trick at 10, you can see that. So here she is, mute grab, spotting, spotting it at 10, and then, yep, let's do that 180 all the way to the bottom.
That was pretty deep too. Got the midway point of the landing. The snow looks like it stopped falling. That's good news.
That's good. Hey, we'll take what we can get.
Coming down to the 6-minute mark here. So there you go. She's into the 90s. It's not going to jump up the placing at all, but a 90.66. So there, our podium contenders right now, all sitting with scores in the 90s.
I love that.
Well, this is how we stand as of right now here at Stake Women's Ski Big Air. It's Mathilde Grimal in the driver's seat. Your slopestyle gold medalist, Kirsty Muir, sitting in a silver as of right now, and Megan Olden looking at a potential bronze. We've still got plenty more time left on that clock. In the meantime, let's check in with James Woods.
Well, it's very exciting out here. The snow has just settled down. Mathilde Grimal going in. I had a little word with her after slopestyle, and she told me straight, in pure Mathilde Grimal fashion, it's X Games. I don't care if it's bronze. I don't care if it's silver. I won the gold. But she got a battle on her hands with Kirsty Muir and Megan Oldham on her tail.
Yeah, this one is far from over, Woodsy. We'll see how this unfolds. The conditions, dare I say, it's kind of like Fight Club. Don't talk about it, the first rule, but the conditions seem to have improved a little bit.
I know we don't want to jinx it.
Announcer jinx right there, but the snow stopped and the winds kind of died down a little bit as we go back up to the top of the order with Naomi Ernest.
Let's see what Naomi's got for us. There it is, the dub 10 that we saw earlier today in slopestyle. So excited to see Naomi put that down here in Big Air too. And with a smile on her face. Winding up, reaching down, yep, getting that safety grab under the boot. Winning, going huge too. So 1080, 3 full rotations, forward to forward. Ooh, and a steezy landing.
See, she drifted a little bit on that one.
Yep.
Going from skiers right to skiers left.
Yep.
Did I see the sun trying to creep out from the background there?
We were saying we didn't want to jinx it, but I almost feel like we're making it better by talking about it.
Like okay, she's in with an 80, she ended up with an 85, so it'll slide her up to that number 4 spot with time left. With only 6 of them in the rotation, we make it another round of runs. We'll see how things pan out with the clock as we bring back in Anastasia Tatalina.
We'll see if Anastasia cleans up the 1260, but she also posted that in practice. She got the 1440. I know she's hungry to get on that podium. There it is! Oh! Going massive. Sliding all the way in, belly sliding. Oh my gosh. Oh, almost had it. She just
penguin slide all the way down to the corral
there.
She did.
Let's hear it for Tatalina.
With only 4 of them left to go in the rotation and just under 4 minutes left, I think we'll get another round. I don't know.
I hope we do. I really want to see Anastasia land that as well. But oh, so excited to see her put that down in contest. She put it on her Instagram earlier in practice, and I know she was so excited to do it out here. with the weather, and it seems, like you said, it's getting better. But here that is, just going a little bit bigger than she had anticipated and not being able to hold on to that landing.
She does own a silver medal in this event from back in 2024.
Yep, she's no stranger to this podium,
Exactly.
and I know she would love to get back up there. And she has what it takes with that 1440 with the mute grab.
Well, after Megan Oldham's last run, they have now set the bar where you need to creep into the 90s if you're going to walk away
Yes.
with some women's ski big air hardware around your neck. Kirsty Muir.
We'll see what Kirsty has. I feel like we're going to see her go for that 1620 again, but maybe she'll surprise us with something bigger.
She had an 89.33, bumped it up to a 93 coming in hot.
Yep, 16 again, going
Hands on again.
Oh my gosh. I want to see that replay. I'm like, that was almost to the bottom line. I mean, that trick has got to feel so good to do 2 times in a row. You can listen to her.
She almost ended up in the VIP area of the Silver Lounge with that.
Look at that wind up, that stance. So powerful, so strong. Reaching back, kind of getting that Tindy grab right behind the boot, wrapping it all the way to 1620. That's 4.5 rotations, 2 flips. So impressive. These big rotations have become so comfortable for these ladies in the field, and it is so incredible to see the progression over the past few years.
It's the impact right there. How did she keep
Holding
that
on.
one right side up? I do not
Squats.
know. That was huge. So there's your current leader. It's Mathilde Grimaud. Just waiting on the score here for Kirsty.
I'm glad I'm not a judge.
Your slope style gold medal. Oh, she's getting closer. She's nipping at the heels with a 94.
Did you see that disappointment in Kirsty's eye too? The battle is real.
Yeah, just a couple of tenths of a point behind. And the time has wound down to a minute and a half, so that may be it. We may not get another round of runs because we still have 3 skiers left to go. So this possibly could be it. I spoke too soon earlier on the time clock.
Let's see, Annie coming in. I feel like we're gonna see something steezy. Yeah, I was gonna say she's carving too much to get into that jump. Just giving us a floaty air.
She just thought she'd give you one more little bonus knuckle huck move there.
No.
Flashback to Friday.
Yeah, right. Respect to Annie, though. I mean, I think the speed has just been so challenging. And, I mean, it's a long season. The Olympics are ahead. It's about coming out every season healthy, happy. And she did end up with a bronze in knuckle huck. So she had a great X Games.
Yeah, and the medals looked extra special this year in the crazy cases. This is Stake Women's Ski Big Air. The time is winding down off of the time clock there, so we will finish out the order with 2 skiers left to go. I don't have confirmation yet, but I believe this will be the last round of runs, so these should be our final 2 runs.
Let's see. What's Mathilde gonna do? Is she gonna chill? Yeah. No, she knows she has that top score, and we'll see with the last few riders what that does.
Well, that's it. There's only one left to go because I was told this is it.
This is it? Okay,
so with
sorry.
the time, they were
I'm getting ahead of myself.
Well, I know. I've got a little overexcited, but then I wait till I hear that magical tone in my ear from Sports and Comp saying, yes, this is officially it.
I'm clearly not listening. I'm just so invested.
So we know who our medalists are going to be. The question is, what place are they going to finish out in? You got Mathilde Grimaud sitting in the top spot. You got your slopestyle gold medalist Kirsty Muir sitting in second. And Megan Oldham, no stranger to big air gold. She owns 2 of those, as well as 2 silver.
Yeah, Megan Oldham, the first and only female skier to put down a triple cork 1440 back in 2023, if I am correct. And that was an incredible performance to watch. But yeah, not a trick that we were going to see from Megan this year. She said that.
Well, she's in for her last attempt. She will take us out for Stake Women's Ski Big Air Final.
Oh, floaty. It just looks like she didn't set it quite as hard as she needed to. But thankfully, like I say, this chill fall. None of these falls are chill. That's a massive jump, but just came out to her side. Glad to see her okay. The camaraderie between these ladies, the best.
So how about the day for Mathilde? She had to settle for a bronze in slopestyle, was disappointed, then comes into this and takes gold. That's her 4th gold medal in big air, by the way.
Yes, it is.
That's
She's
her 11th,
no stranger.
That's her 11th X Games medal overall.
Is it really?
It is. She had 9 coming into the day. That bronze made it 10. Now this makes it 11.
Oh my goodness, and here we have the replay. Look at that nose butter. It's that pre-spin off the lip and then wrapping it around to switch. 1260, 3.5 rotations, 2 flips. Only women in the field doing that trick.
Well, when it's all said and done, it's Megan Oldham taking home her 5th big air medal with the bronze. That's 8 overall X Games medals. Kirsty Muir coming in off the gold medal slopestyle performance. She walks away with a silver to double up on the day. And Mathilde Grimal with a bronze in slopestyle takes home her 4th ever X Games ski big air gold.
Big one in a moment. With the gold medal. I think it's time.
Letting her celebrate the moment there as we send in James Woods for an interview with Mathilde.
Mathilde, incredible work. Does this make up for slopestyle earlier or what?
Yeah, for sure it helps.
Honestly, when you came out with that nose bar, I've heard rumors that you'd been trying it, but that was absolutely legit. There are plenty of men on free skis that could take lessons from you on that nose butter. How long have you been working on that?
Yeah, I mean, over a year. I've landed it on snow, but X Games is the perfect place to do it again. And yeah, I'm just super stoked. I could lace it today, and it was super hard the first run, and I was like, it's time to send it. Let's do it for X Games, and I'm stoked.
Congratulations, Mathilde. You're an absolute diehard competitor. You earn that every single time over. Congratulations. Mathilde Grimal.